No one wanted to give me a chance back then.
So yeah, I checked, and yeah, I didn't have farmer carry today. I don't know why I was thought I did, but I had legs today. And, you know, this is an unpopular opinion, but I love legs. Legs are my favorite day. I'll tell you why, because I love the pain. I love having that feeling that, like, you know, like, that pain, like, when you get from training legs, is the only time I feel happy. I don't feel satisfied at all the time, unless I'm training legs. Unless I'm doing zercher squats to failure, I do not feel happy. I'm joking, of course, but yeah, so today I trained legs. Legs are my favorite day, though. That's not a joke, though. I love legs more than it's weird. I hate chest, upper body day. I hate upper body. I hate it so much because it doesn't even help in your wrestling, for example. Like, it does not help as much. Like compared to zercher squats, every single time I do a heavy zercher squats, first of all, I love it. It's a full movement, like a full body movement. So like, it's you like determining like whether or not you fully get it, because you use your whole body. And like in incline dumbbell bench, you're only using your upper body, so it has limits. But for zercher, I mean, there's still limits for zercher squats, but the thing is, you're using your whole body to move the weight. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I love doing zercher squats so much. When I compare to back squats, I used to do back squats, and the thing is, I'm tall, so I can't really do back squats, and that was an issue for me because squats are one of the most important lifts for wrestling. So for a long time, I couldn't do squats, like back squats, due to my back getting hurt every single time I would do it, because my form was not good with back squats. And so I started instead what I used to do is I used to do split squats instead, because I didn't even do squats. I just did split squats because I couldn't do the back squats last season. So in this season, I was doing research to see what should I do, if I should do front squats. And one day on my one day I saw zercher squats, and I saw like it helped for grappling is some things that, and I never heard of zercher squats before. So I decided to look further into it. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it back then. So I looked into it, and I'm like, and like it told me, like, I researched a bunch of it, and it showed that like it helps a lot for wrestling, and it's better for taller people to do that. That and back squats. I saw like a thing like where Arnold what, I don't even know his last name, whatever it was, that big bodybuilding dude, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I don't even know what his name is. Yeah, it was like a short I saw where it's like he didn't do back squats because he was so tall, so he started doing front squats instead. So I started doing zercher squats instead, and in the beginning I was only able to do 185 for 8, then I plateaued around 245, 265, I plateaued, and now I'm jumping up. I jumped 15 pounds today. I got 320, in the beginning I did 325 for 8 reps, and I'm like, this feels light. Like, I was pausing at the bottom for the first 2 reps because I was a little weird in the beginning, so I paused for a bit. I didn't mean to, but I did the first 2 reps, and then afterwards I did it for another 6 reps, and I got 325 for 6. That's gonna help with wrestling so much for me. That's like, I'm so happy about it. Getting 325 on zercher squats, like, that's gonna like help me out so. I'm gonna have like, it's crazy like what a zercher, like when I started doing zercher squats and back when I was only able to do like 255, I felt like a big increase in my wrestling, and including the farmer carries. Back when I was only able to do 305, I felt a big increase in my wrestling. Now I'm coming back now after the injury and everything at way higher now, and I'm excited to see what happens. I feel like the injury, the time off and everything helps me out. Like, having that long period of rest, although it's weird, it helped me out. I don't know exactly what happened. I was only able to do like 285 for 3 reps, 265 for 3 reps, 295 for 3 reps, and now all of a sudden I'm able to do like 8 reps with this. It's crazy. I could even go up to like, I don't know, I mean, I shouldn't be doing 8 reps with these because these are full effort reps, and like, what happens is I'm not finishing it up because I'm tired, like too tired. I'm finishing it up because like my endurance. You know, like at a certain point when you get to like higher reps, it's less about, oh, if you can keep pushing, and more about your endurance. So yeah, that's really good. I hit 330 today for 6 reps. I never would have thought back in July time, like 2 months ago, that I would be hitting 330. That's crazy to think. I was only able to do like 265, and I kept like asking like AI a bunch of stuff. What's the highest that I could realistically go up to? And it's like maybe 315 for 3 reps is pushing it, but like most likely you get either like 295 or 305, 315 if you're really lucky for 3 reps. So I'm very happy I'm able to do 330 for 6 reps today. And that was after my second set, my first set when I went to failure. So I'm excited. Next week I'll go up to 340. Of course, I'm going to have my wrestling practices, and I got to somehow adjust it so I can fully recover by the time I do it, because I don't want to go into practice and, you know, like lift at the day after my practice and like just have like a low number. I'll sacrifice my upper body. I don't care. Like I said, I hate upper body. I don't care. I'll drop my incline dumbbell bench to, I don't even care if it stays at 100 pounds, drop to 95. It's probably gonna stay at 100 pounds. If I do the 30 degrees on incline dumbbell bench, it'll stay on 100 pounds probably. Maybe go down to 95. I don't really care. I mean, my goal is to increase it, so hopefully I can get 110 by the postseason around there. Because my main goal this year is just to continue to gain strength. This isn't a year where I'm fully going all in. I've decided that. I'm thinking that's what I'm probably gonna do. I'm not gonna wrestle way too much tournaments. I'm gonna be really focusing on building strength throughout the season, because I still have a ton of room to grow. I've only been training legs for less than a year. I've only trained zercher squats for like 5-6 months now, and I did the farmer carries for like 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I really started doing it in April, so April's like in what's April 4, I think. January, February, March. Yeah, 4. So like 6 months I've been doing it, I think. Or 6 or 5 months I've been doing it. So I still got plenty of room to grow. So I'm deciding, because my upper body, it plateaued probably. It's not gonna really go up too much. My shoulder press can still go up because I introduced that lift around 2 months ago, but everything else is plateaued basically on the upper body, everything like that, because I've been training that for over 2 years. Not plateaued, but it's gonna be harder to increase it now compared to legs. Legs are gonna continue to go up. And the thing is, I'm cutting weight, so it's very surprising now that I keep gaining my lifts numbers up. It's weird. So I'm very happy about it. Afterwards, I did the 245 for 5 reps. I did pause at the bottom. I was only planning on doing it for 3 seconds, but I don't know. I felt I did it for like 5 seconds or something like that. I felt like it paused for a while, and it felt really light. Maybe I might go up to 265 next week. So yeah, that was really light, the zercher squats, when the pause at the bottom, compared to last week where I was tired. I don't know exactly why that is. I think it's because of the baking soda. I took some baking soda before I lifted today, and I felt a lot of energy. My lifts went up a lot today because of the baking soda. I'm really thinking that this is such an underrated thing that not a lot of people talk about. I saw one YouTube video, and I just saw some wrestler post about it. So maybe he's a local in the area. He's not really anything broad like global or anything like that out of the county. He's really known in the county a bit, so he posted that about it. And a wrestling club that I don't like too much, reposted his thing. So a lot of people saw it, but still, it's still a hidden thing, the baking soda thing. I don't see a lot of wrestlers or anybody talk about it. I saw it one time in a YouTube video about some YouTuber, the one guy doing it, Will Tennyson, what's his name? He was doing the baking soda. He was doing supplements to that mix or something like that. I don't know what it was, a video like that. And he did the baking soda, and ever since then I started using baking soda a lot. It's been helping my list a lot. I'm very happy I started doing it. Like, I started adding it. I'm gonna do it a lot more now, because I can see the increase in it now. And the thing is, well, I think the only issue as well is that when I go to class and I lift after, for some reason my lift numbers are lower. That's what I feel like. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like every single time, maybe because I'm there at the class or something like that, and I'm like, my mind's not straight or something like that. Maybe I should meditate after my classes are done, and just meditate for a bit to clear my head. But I gotta really turn this thing off. But yeah, that was it. And then afterwards I did 115 for 12 reps. I only did that for 1 set today because I was really tired at the second set. I was really tired, so I ended up doing it. Like, I'm not tired, my arms and everything gave up because I did zercher squats more heavier today. I felt my arms are hurting. You can see I can't show you right now because I'm driving. My what do you call it, right next to my wrist, like right below my wrist, I have like blood on it. So yeah, zercher squats are kind of dangerous, but they hurt a lot. They're dangerous, and yeah. But then afterwards, I did the RDLs 115 for 12 reps. I did only one set of that. Then afterwards, I did the single leg curl. I meant to do the landmine press after. I'm gonna turn right here. Because this guy's right behind me, just looking at me. I don't know what's up with him. Then I meant to do landmine press after, but I did single leg curls instead. I maybe messed it up. So as soon as I got to the single leg curls, I looked at my notes to see what numbers I should do today, and I saw that I do landmine press before. So instead, I did single leg curls, which I might from now on start doing. No, I think it's because I only did one set of RDLs, so that's why I think I had more energy to do the second set. So what ended up happening was I ended up doing 70 pounds. I just want to warm up with 70 pounds on single leg curls, and I ended up getting it pretty easily, which is weird because last week I did 60. And the week before I did 55. My leg strength has been going up a lot more recently. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I might have some, I'm not gonna lie, I might have some crazy genetics. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm wrestling in college. I do have good genetics, but it's weird. I'm like the only one who's gonna admit that I have good genetics. You're not gonna see a lot of athletes admit to that. I'm admitting to it that a lot of my success is due to some of my success. I still wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and lift. I used to lift at 6 in the morning. I don't do that in the off season. I don't do that, but yeah, I used to do that. I used to run in the I run in the morning. I do all this type of stuff. I go to practices and everything like that. So even though I have a little bit of an advantage based on my strength compared to some guy who's like 100 pounds and stuff like that, has never done anything, I do have a little bit of advantage. I mean, at the same time, I started off at 260, so I had a huge disadvantage there, but still. I mean, I started wrestling when I was 200 pounds. I dropped a ton of weight before I started wrestling, so I had that drive still. I had that energy, but still, I could not. My first practice was not good, I'll tell you that. I was wrestling with a varsity level guy, so he was killing me throughout the whole practice. I don't know why I decided to do that. He didn't have a partner, so I walked up to him and I asked him. He asked me how much I weighed. I told him 180 because he was like 170. I was really 200 pounds, but I just wanted to lie because, I still was ashamed. Still back then, I was 200 pounds, which I was 260, so I don't understand why I was. I don't know. I never really felt too satisfied with my weight too much, or I always wanted lower and lower. That's an issue with the weight loss. You can when you drop too much weight. Although I dropped it, it was really good and everything. I just kept on wanting. to see the number go lower and lower. I dropped all the way down to 170 because I kept wanting to see the number so low. I didn't care anymore about if I was healthy or not. I was the skinniest I possibly was. Even though I put it on my description and everything that I went from 260 to 170, I shouldn't have gone that low. Maybe stay 180, 190. And yeah, then I bulked back up to, in the beginning, 190. And then I bulked up to 220. But that was also because I wanted to wrestle 215. I wouldn't bulk to 215 if I wasn't wrestling. Because of wrestling. That's the only reason why I did it. And I also got a lot of control, but still, it was because of wrestling mostly, because I wanted to do well. I saw the open spot 215. I'm like, I can do well here. Of course, there's a lot of other things that happened my senior year that, with my a lot of stuff I don't like to talk about. But yeah, I didn't have the best support system around me. Like I said, I didn't really get along with my teammates, coaches back then, but we're good now, I think. My teammates, I don't know about the other guys. Yep. The point is basically, you don't need a good coach at the end of the day. If you have a coach that just pushes you, he pushes everybody in the room. His guys, most of his guys that he likes. But if you have a coach that pushes you to be the best version of yourself, that's really the dream coach. It's not who has the most technique, who can teach you the most. It's who can push you to be the best version of yourself. Who can push you in that third period where you're so tired and you can't go anymore. Who's that coach who can really push you? Because when you are able to push yourself through that third period where you're extremely tired, you're on the verge of throwing up, and you can push yourself through it, think about it. You can use that energy and use it for anything in life. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm using all the energy I have from wrestling. I'm still wrestling in college. I still have 4 or 5 years. I'm not even sure what I'm doing. If I'm going to redshirt this year, I'm no idea what I'm doing exactly this year. I got to really decide that. Maybe I want to wrestle in the postseason this year, but at the same time, I want to save a year eligibility. But at the same time, like, what happens if I transfer to a way higher college and I want to redshirt there first year? But at the same time, I don't want to sit on the bench. But then one minute I'm like, oh wait, maybe I do want to sit on the bench. Maybe I want to develop. And then one minute I'm like, I don't want to deal with the pressure. Then you see, like, it's like a bunch of stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing right now in college. I don't know if I'm transferring after this year or not. I have no idea what I'm doing. But the point, or if I'm even, like, I don't know. The point is that, like, yeah, if you have someone that pushes you every single day and you take that same drive and you apply it to everything else in life, you're gonna be like, you're gonna have like a lot, like you're gonna do really well. Like, I'm posting 20 times a day. I don't see a lot of wrestlers or any athletes, college athletes, while in their sport posting 20 times. And as well, I don't really think there's a lot, and that's why I like see that. I wish I had somebody that I can. When I was going into college, I could not find really any wrestlers who, actually there was none who talked about their day-to-day life and everything. So I'm like, I saw Lane and I'm like, I'll just take it. You know, no one's taking it, so I'm like, I'll take it. So yeah, that's really it. Then I did the landmark press after. I did the single leg curls. I did 120. First I did 70 for 12 reps for my right leg, then left leg, and I did it for 2 sets. Then afterwards I decided to do a superset, and I initially thought the 70 pounds on the, when I did both legs together, was gonna feel heavy, but I'm gonna go this way actually. But for some reason, it wasn't, which makes sense. I was doing it with a single leg, but I did both legs a failure. So I did the 70, and all of a sudden, like, it didn't feel heavy. I got 5 reps, didn't feel heavy. It felt light. 10 reps, didn't feel light. 15 reps, didn't feel heavy. I mean, 20 reps, I started feeling it a little more, but it was just an endurance at this point, and I didn't want it to be endurance. I wanted it to be like 3 reps, and I ended up doing 30 reps, and it was only supposed to be like 3 reps. I gotta find my way here. So yeah, that was crazy. But overall, that was my day today. And you know, just developing more, getting myself back in condition. Might do some sprints. I'm not outside what I do the rest of the day. Maybe rest, recover. You know, got a couple of days before the season begins. You don't want to really push yourself too much. This is in any sport as well. Whether it's a tryout or, I don't know, baseball or something. You don't want to run like 10 miles a day before your baseball tryouts and, you know, be too tired. You want to rest yourself a couple days before, or even like 3 days before. You want to rest that entire time. You want to keep your, of course, match sharpness a little tough. You don't want to rest too much. You want to stretch a little bit, get a little loose, but you don't want to like just like burn yourself, like run like an insane amount the couple of days before practice. And you know, yeah, just injury as well. That's the thing as well. Sometimes, you know, I want to do like maybe 15 like 30 sprints, like do like so much sprints, want to do so much stuff after practice, want to do so much stuff, want to do so much extra work. And that's the thing with athletes, some of them, they want to do so much work. So like a lot of people will say, oh, these athletes aren't just like, you're if you like work more, you're going to be more successful, like you're going to do better. But the thing is as well, let's say for example, you do like 15 miles, you run like 5 miles before practice, like before your school every single day. I used to run in the morning. I used to do so much stuff. But the thing is as well, you gotta consider injury risk. Preventing injury is much more important than working hard, you know. It doesn't matter about how hard you work if you get injured, if you're just hurt. Right? Sure, there's some dudes that are like drinking, you know, doing bad stuff, and you know, not practicing as much, but at the same time, if they're resting while doing that, although they're kind of hurting their system, but if they're resting, you know, they're still getting a little bit of an advantage ahead of you at the end of the day, and that's something you don't want to do. So yeah, overall, that was day, I have no idea. It's like, I gotta really put it on I gotta remind myself before what day it really is, but I think it's day 12 now, 13, I'm not sure, but yeah, hopefully, like, I can keep saying, like, a day 365, that I'm continuing this series. I really want to continue going on with this, being the best version of myself, improving every single day, and overall having a form of communication, because I don't have anyone to talk to right now. So yeah, this is the only person I talk to. So yeah, just continue growing, being the best version of myself, improving every single day. That's all I really want to do. At the end of the day, just continue to grow as a person overall, and just see where the sport takes me. The opportunities that come with this sport, with this whole thing right now, and everything. You know, this sport gives you a lot of opportunities. You can't just throw it away. And then when you're 25, you start doing this. I see the importance of it. I'm happy I see it, and I just want to continue growing. So yeah, that was my day today. Very happy about it. And yeah, until next time.